Hello. Today I'm going to put the doors on. We've got the new spring pins. The old ones were wiggly woggly. The other 3 doors obviously haven't had as much use and were nice and tight. But these, the door dropped. So I bashed the old pins out. I've been waiting for these new pins and they're in now. So we can get the hinges onto the door and the door onto the car and all the hardware in, and then we can finish, I guess, blocking up the car to get it painted. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to mask up this area because I'm going to have to use a hammer, and I don't want to risk the hammer meeting the paintwork. Right, masking. Okay, right, pin. Need to get it started. First of all, I tried to do it with some pliers. Squeeze it in and then feed it in, but that wasn't happening. But just holding it in a little bit of vice there. Right, sufficient to get it started. So I just felt it popping out there. It's going to go on there. I'll take the tape off now. That was just to stop it getting scratched in the glass. And I might put a little bit more tape on there. Because it's just popping out there a little bit. Let's just give it a little. Just get it out there a little bit and allow it to register. That's registered there now. Nervous about this. Don't like it. Just gotta go. She's going. Guess it wouldn't help to have a little bit of lubricant up there. Let's squirt some of this up in here. Taking a knock already. I should cry. And that's tight. but it'll work loose. Just see it up the top there, so hanging out the bottom a little bit, which is fine, almost up through the top there, which is okay. I'll say that's on there. That's loosening up already. Right, now for the bottom one. Great having a cameraman. This is the second pin for the lower hinge, and it is going to go in there. There we go. I'll just just feel that pop out there. Off the luck. And then transfer this over to here. Take this tape off. Leave them off for now, I guess. Right. So I'm not comfortable hitting that way. I'm going to change the position of the door on the table. Apparently my face is going, but I don't know what that means. More masking tape, change of position, open application, job application for a new cameraman. Nobody say a word. I didn't put any lube in that. It's not particularly tight, but it's good practice in it. That'll do, I think. You just see it popping out the other end. I think if I leave it with a little gap there, so it isn't coming all the way, when we pull it out, it's giving something for the pulling tool to sit in. With that little recess, without, I don't know if you follow me, but when we pull these pins out, hopefully never have to do this again, but just in case, that would sit inside the that recess where the hinge is, between the hinge and the pin, and then you should be able to knock it out. But as like I say, hopefully I'll never have to take these doors off again. Well, certainly the hinges, they should last us well, another 40 years. Alright, masking tape off, and I think we'll get the door on the car. It's a funny thing when I took these doors off, these are what were used as spacers. The car's had accident damage repaired on it before, and obviously the door was taken off and the panel beating, and they'd lost these spaces that go between the pillar and the door. But I got my magnet and stuck it down in the sill and found the original ones. Had to paint them again, but obviously somebody pulled the door off the spaces to drop down into the sill, and rather than fish around and find them, they sort of made new ones. I think I'm going to hang those on my wall somewhere. There's not even if you squint, they're mint. I'm recording. Are you recording now? Oh, wonderful. Right. I have to carry this door now over to the car and see if we can get it on. See? That's the first bit of... Wait till I'm in there. Right, here you go. Get that top plate on. Properly in. So, and then you get the second plate on, yeah?
Push it in a bit more.
In. Okay, right. Good.
Yep.
Use the longer socket if you need to.
This is the longer socket.
Oh, okay. Use that up the top as well.
Yep.
Don't tighten it, but just almost, yeah. All good?
Yep.
Okay, out you come. What we're going to have to do now is close up the door. I'll take that off here. Take that over off. Give me the ratchet. Go over that side. dropped a bit, but I need to get a change of hands and get this up on there. It's dropped a lot. Lost it. Need you to. Yeah, got it. Yep. Got it, yeah?
Yep.
If you let go. That's got it. Okay. So you can open that up now. And get the top one. That should do it for now, and we can get the hardware in and get it lined up with a striker. Probably wants to come back a touch, but that's not too bad for a start. Okay. Check here. Stop. Cut. So the door is now hung, so I need to put the catch mechanism on in the interior door handle so we can close it. The spring was broken on the door handle, so I've robbed an old door I have of a spring. It's not quite as pretty, but it is what it is. And there was a couple of these spring washers missing, so I robbed a couple of those as well, and I had to rob one of these buffers because that one actually had been cut at some time in the past, and now I can't find the one I robbed. Where did that go? Ah, there it is. Right, there's another one from a spare door. So if you like puzzles, try putting an Escort door together. Right, that should be ready now to close up, and I can do the finer alignment. I've been struggling. Start again. I've been struggling to get this door gap down here. It was a bit too large at the top, so I marked a pencil line as to where it was, and then put the jack under it, loosened up the hinge nuts, and I just gave it a little tweak with a jack just to cover that pencil line. So hopefully that's improved the door gap. So I think I've got a good gap. The last picture I took, the door was well in on the sill here. Now I've got that pretty much parallel, and I've now got the passenger door parallel here. Seems to be a reasonable gap around the door here, and the only thing is it's sticking out a bit far there, so I just need to move the latch in, the striker, or the I think it'll look the striker, so move that in. So what I've done is just put bits of tape on there so I can see where it was, and I can always come back. I've lost my screwdriver. Ah, there it is. So I might have to put the camera down. The cameramen are at school. Let's see if that sort of gives us. What I want. Nip up two of them. Just twiddle that in. Nothing around there that I think is going to catch, so if anything I've gone in too far. Slightly proud. It's not too bad there, but it's out there. And there's a bit sort of in. Well, you can see that gap there. So it needs to come out just a couple of mil. I'll put the camera down, you get the idea of what I'm doing. Just stand back and take stock. It's coming together nicely. GoPro stop recording.